Okay, Lesson 7, Sprites, Bubble 1. This program uses some new blocks that you haven't seen before. So we've got the variable fruit, and then create sprite 100, 200, and then we have fruit, set the animation, and they're saying it's going to be an apple, and then we have a vegetable variable. They're creating it at 300, 200. And the vegetable is going to be a carrot, and then you've got this draw sprites. The draw sprites is basically like the go, like make it happen. So here we go, run it, and we've got our apple at 100, 200, and our carrot at 300, 200. All right. Do this. The program includes comments to let you know where to place the code. Okay, so add variable create sprites. At 200, 200, and then draw sprites and run it. And there it is. So we have a sprite at location 200, 200, which is right here. Right here. And then the draw sprites is making it happen. Okay, so now I've got these sprites, so they're just boxes, right? Because we don't have anything, they're not called anything right now. And then I hit run, and I only get one. And the reason for that is this has to be at the bottom, right? Because right now, this like launches it, so it's only launching this one. So you put this down here, reset and run, and now they both go. All right. Let's run this. This program draws 4 sprites on the screen. And the reason is we only have the one sprite called that's set to an alien. So they want us to add the rest. So let's go ahead and add the rest. Drop this in here. Copy this and paste it in here. So bottom left sprite, and we'll call this one Planet Red. And then we'll drop another one in. Actually, let's view it first. There it is. Grab this other one. Copy, paste. Flybot. There it is. And let's go ahead and drag the last one in there. Top left. And it'll be the bunny. Nice. So again, we created the sprite here, right? It's called top left sprite. The location is at 100, 100. And then we set the animation of the top left sprite to be the bunny, and then we had our draw sprite, and that's what created that right there. Okay, let's run it and see what happens. This program draws 3 sprites on the screen, but it's not working. The wrong sprite is in the front, and one sprite's not showing up. So let's get our situation in order. Well, first off, remember this is like pancakes, so we always want whatever we want on the bottom to be first. And right now we have this message set as first. So let's move this. right? This is our created our sprite, and then this is what the sprite is. Reset and run. All right, we have that good now. So now we have our drink created at 100, 200. And it's set to soda. And then we have dessert. But we don't have dessert set up. Reset, run it. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, you can do this on your own. Now let's just do it. Okay. Sky blue, they're all sky blue. Draw sprites, so that's just going to be just the background. Right? Because, look, after draw sprites, none of this is going to show up. So then we have background, then we have our dog, and then draw sprites. So that's going to be just the dog. Just the dog. And then we have this one. The variable is dog, but there's no set animation, so it's just going to be a box. And then this has to be this one. Well, wasn't that fantastic? All right, where are the sprites? Debug the missing sprites. All right, I see nothing. I've got all my animations here, but I have no draw sprites. Hey, nice, nice. Okay, sprite animations. Let's run it again. All right, line error 7. Unable to find an animation named Tyrannosaurus. Alright, let's try Ladybug. What? There we go. All right, good to go. Sprite name. Fix the sprite names so all the cherries show up. Okay. Sprite. Sprite 1. Probably should have typed. Okay, there's Sprite 1. And there's Sprite 2. So Sprite, Sprite 1, Sprite 2. So here's Sprite. Now here's Sprite 1. And here's Sprite 2. So all I'm doing here is I've got a sprite created and then connecting the sprite to the cherry. Sprite 1, connect to the cherry. Sprite 2, connect to the cherry, and then run. And there it is. Nice. Sprite order. Change the code so that the ladybug and the snail are shown. Okay. So what we want to do is make sure that the cactus and the grass are on the bottom. So cactus, grass, grass are all on the bottom, right? Because it's just like a plate of pancakes. The first pancake's the one on the bottom. Set, run, and there we go. Cool. Fish scene. Let's get creative and make a fish scene. Okay, we've started off with 3 different fish sprites. Use anything else you want, like drawings or other sprites, to customize the fish sprites to make a fun looking scene. Alright, let's check out our animations we have here. We have nothing. Let's add one. Aquatic objects. Let's add a bubble, a shell, just add a bunch of random stuff. Okay, I have a bunch of random stuff. I'm just going to change his name so it's easier to type. Bub. Shell 1. Undersea. Shell 2. Shell 3. Alright. So now we have a bunch of stuff we can add in there. Now let's add the sprites. So drop it in. Put these in the back, right? Because I want these to be first, and then the picture, the fish in front. So let's go shell. And then we need to set the animation. The shell is shell 1. Here we go. Now maybe we'll add a bubble. Bubble. And let's move this over a little bit. And then create it. Bubble. Alright, and we'll add one more thing just for fun. Call it rando, because it's random. Drop it in there. Remember, it has to match up. Rando, rando. And then under the sea. Let's move this over a little bit. Let's go 300 and 300. And again, 300 by 300 is the X and Y position, right? So it's right here. Run it. Oh, nice. That's a very delightful fish scene. Alright, let's combine ideas. So right now we have a big nothing. So let's go ahead and add a sprite. let's add a couple of people. And then we'll go on to our coding. Oh, I forgot to draw the sprites. Alright, we have one person. And let's move her to 50. There we go. And then we'll grab another person. We'll call this sprite 2. Oh, I forgot to put sprite 2. Amateur mistake. There we go. And we'll do sprite 3. And again, they have to match up, which they do now. Alright, there's 3 people. And let's go ahead and get a drawing. Throw a background back there. Nice. And then maybe we'll make a side, like a gray sidewalk that they're all just chilling on. So let's go ellipse. And we want the ellipse on top of the background, right? Because otherwise it'll be hidden. And let's drop this down lower. Let's go 300. And let's do fill color gray. Alright, I need to move this ellipse down here some more. So let's go 350 by 350. Reset and run. That's not good. I need it in the middle. And it's kind of small still, that circle, because I can see the green right here. So let me bump it up to 500. 500. Reset and run. There we go. That's nice. Maybe we can add a delightful stroke. Let's go white. And maybe the stroke weight. Where is that? Where's the stroke weight? I forgot. Oh well. I guess we're not going to do that. Alright, good enough. So we have our little green field. They're on the playground, on the cement playground, having a good time. Yay! Alright, they want us to go to the animation tab and add at least 2 animations to your projects. In the code tab, add at least 2 sprites in 2 different places on your screen. Alright, so let's make a picture. Animation, new animation. How about we add I don't know. Let's just add a person. Blue shirt and a hand up. Alright. Let's call this male. And then I'll add something I'll put in his hand. How about, what's with all the violent things? Let's put something nice in here. How about a microphone? Alright, so we have our mail and we have our microphone. Call it mic. Now let's go to our code and start adding them in. Okay, mail and mail. And there he is. Oh, I forgot to add my draw sprites. Now let's go ahead and drop in our object sprites. Call this mic, and we'll call this mic. Alright, now right now it's set to drop at 200, 200, which is right in the middle. We don't want that. We want it like right here. So what is that? 130 by 64? 65? 130 by 65? So 130 by 65. Reset. Oh, he looks like he's ready to spit some fire and body some fools. And we're done. Alright, let's find an image online to make a flying kite. So let's go ahead and go online, go to Google, look for kite, go to images, that's a pretty good kite, so I'm going to save this image. Kite. I'm going to save it to my desktop, hit save, and I'm going to go back to code.org, animation, new animation, upload, find the kite, there's the kite. Go to my coding. Now I'm going to go to my sprites, set animation, kite. What happened? Oh, I didn't name it right. Kite. There we go. Now, you see how there's this white background? The reason for that is it's a JPEG image, and JPEG images are flattened, which always have a white background, unless you put a color on them. Normally on something like this, you want to put a PNG, which usually has a clear background, but that's what's happening there. Let me see if I can find a kite PNG. There's one. Alright, let's save this one and see what happens. Save image as kite 2. Save it. Come back. Animation. Upload. Find kite 2. And go to code. And now I'm going to change this from the kite 1 to kite 2. and it didn't work. So what happened here, I'm guessing, is that this image, this transparent background isn't actually transparent. It's actually a JPEG with this image put in there, which is annoying. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to, what is it called? Pixabay. And find kite. And I'm going to go to vector graphics. Here we go. Free download. Here we got a PNG. Download it. Save it. Now I'm going to bring it into my code.org. I'm going to trash these ones because I don't like them. They disappointed me. Oh, it's in downloads. Here's the kite. And we'll just call this kite 2. Go to code. Find kite 2. There it is. Run it. And you see now, I've got my kite. It's just too big, but it's there, and there's no white background. So that's how we do it. Soon we will be going to learn how to make things smaller by scaling, but that's in future lessons. Draw your own character. Alright, animation, new animation, draw your own character. I don't know. Alright, we'll call this other. There's other. Go to code. Drop my sprite in there. Character. Other. Run it. And there he is. Very nice. All done. Do-do-do.